Alrighty, so you trying to get your vocals to sit on top of the beat, it's not working. I got 4 tips for you. Stay tuned. Let's get it. But first things first, do not forget to smash that like button as well as to subscribe, and shout out to the notification squad. You know what I mean? If you're into audio, mixing, mastering, vocals, beats, all that, I got a lot more content to come and you definitely don't want to miss out. So drop a comment below if you're there and let's get into it. Look man, I'm giving out free FLPs if you post a picture drinking some San Pellegrino, sipping that water. Alright, tip number 1, your beats have to have space already. Okay, it is very hard, especially as a mixer, to try and put vocals over something that never really wanted vocals on top of it. A good producer is capable of making a beat that is not too busy within the mid-range, alright? So start listening more consciously to your beats. That way, you know, it's just much easier to lay your vocals on top. Alright, tip number 2 might come off a bit harsh, but you need to record your vocals in higher quality. Alright, when I started, I used to record in a bare room, and it was just really hard to actually mix your vocals in, you know, especially when there's 2 or 3 guys rapping on the same song and everyone's recording at a different position from the microphone. So that is tip number 2, record in higher quality. If you have excess harshness, excess muddiness, excess room tone, then your vocal will literally sound like, and this is what people will think, hey, this guy recorded in, you know, an empty room or something, and then try to put vocals on top of it, right? And what do they say on the internet? You recorded with a potato. All right, now this does not mean that you need to have a big studio, but what it does mean is that you need to have quality control. All right, so definitely take some time to go and watch some videos on how to position your microphone, how to create some basic DIY panels if you are having excess room tone problems. Many rooms don't have these issues, but some do. So, you know, pinpoint what your issue is, why your vocals are sounding harsh, why they're sounding muddy, and it will dramatically reduce your mixing time. All right, there's nothing worse than sitting for 12 hours trying to EQ your vocals and you losing complete sight of what your song is about. You know what I mean? You don't want technicalities to get in the way, so consider that. Alright, tip 3 is actually learning how to blend in with the beat melodically. Alright, so I hear a lot of times when people send me songs and they say, hey, check the song out, and the auto tune is off pitch, or the singing is off pitch, or the rapping is off beat, right? Not Blueface. But learn how to really listen to your beats first, and then learn how to put melody lines and raps in time with what the beat is actually doing, because that way you're naturally going to blend into the beat. Do you get what I'm saying? So listen to some R&B music, listen to some classical music, and listen to how there's what we call no dissonance. All right, dissonance is when things are going against what is, you know, for example, a certain chord, right? You might have a dissonant chord which sounds slightly off, you know what I mean? So you don't want people to have to go, hey man, your vocal sounds off, because that's probably what you're hearing right now, is that it just is not blending in well. You know, definitely take some time to listen to the chord of the song, dun dun dun, and then sing on top of those chord lines. Hopefully that makes sense. So that's tip number 3. Alright, so tip 4 will be basically what I call subtractive EQ. Alright, over time you will get better at this, so let's just listen to a sneak peek of this track I got right here. This is the Nav vocal effect, which is not yet out, but I just want to show you, I'll play a sneak bit for you, and you can hear how much of a difference just simple EQ will make on the vocal.
Open, I feel like myself again.
Rolling through my city late night, I'm on a calm down, I've been in the studio. Alright, and then we will listen without.
Open, I feel like myself again.
Rolling through my city late night, I'm on a calm down, I've been in the studio late night until the sun's out. Alright, so what I want you to hear right there is that there is a bit of a frequency right around here, right? So right around 7,600, that is really annoying. It's just like tss, and that's natural. That's not too bad of a problem. Alright, the other problem I had was around 130, so what I'll do is I'll just solo the main vocal, so that, and then what I'll do is I'll boost these 2 frequencies right here so that you can hear the nastiness that comes out. Rolling through my city late night, I'm on a calm down, I've been in the stew late night until the sun's out. So as you can hear right there, man, that frequency pops in and out, and that's basically because while I was recording I was moving around a little bit, so you had these resonant frequencies pop out. So on the higher end, right, we had over here, rolling through my city late night, I'm on a calm down, I've been in. We got that natural ringing that happens when we record on a condenser microphone. It just happens. All right, it's not something that you can always beat. You know, I'm not like the highly most skilled vocalist, so you know, these things will happen. It's natural. So those are the tips I have, is to start using subtractive EQ as well as additive EQ where necessary. The tip is really to learn which elements should stick out of the mix and which shouldn't. Alright, so that means I didn't like these two frequencies, but I did like boosting around 2000 hertz just a little bit. It kind of emphasized the vocal a little bit, right?
Rolling through my city late night, I'm gonna calm down.
You know, that's kind of like the nav frequency right there.
Rolling through my city late night, I'm gonna calm down. I've been in the stool.
You see, even boosting it excessively wasn't painful to the ear, so definitely start scanning around your frequencies. Don't go too OCD on it. Just be cool with it. You know, as you can see, I haven't got much more than 6 dBs, right? Obviously over here in the low end, I prefer doing this dip rather than using a high pass filter. All right, so hopefully that makes sense. Let's get it. Alrighty, so hopefully this video helped you in some way. If it did, smash like, and also check out my web store, selfie.com/Farai the producer, as well as use the code FLGANG for 25% off of my FL Studio vocal recording course. It is a nice crash course which runs through all of the necessary steps in order to get a better sounding session. Really, you know, you learn how to route your vocals, you learn how to record your vocals. I even have an artist in the studio who I record, so if you're into that, definitely check it out. Hopefully this video did make sense to you, so I'll check out in the next one. Peace out.